with God, sorry about that. What's being said is that the building that we're making is not, the big edifice that everyone likes and things of that sort. The building itself is something inside you that wherever you go, you take this, you take me with you. So the question is how do we actually do this in today? Do you know of any ritual or custom or tradition that reminds us, and keep in mind, this is not in the synagogue. I mean, it could be in the synagogue itself, but also in your home. How do we do this today to remind us of God's presence or that God's with us? How do you do that? Yeah, Bob, go ahead.
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Okay. Yeah. I want to, Judaism is a very mindful type of action, religion. There's all sorts of different ways we do things, but the interesting thing about being Jewish is it's also tactile. It's also, it's in other words, we don't, in our religion, it's interesting, we don't leave anything to chance. So the mezuzah is up there to remind us how to behave when we go in and go out. So it's an interesting way of, the tzitzit remind us of the commandments. So it's a tactile thing. Yeah, Ellen.
Lighting candles on Shabbos and saying the prayer, you bring God in.
Okay, so you bring God in, doing all these rituals, the Shabbat candles, the Passover Seder, making Hamantashen, making challah, all sorts of things like that, remind you. But there are spaces in between. So how are you reminded of God's presence in between those times? And yes, mindfulness is one thing, but there's one other way. Yeah, okay.
Daily prayers.
Daily prayers, okay. Daily prayers do something. When you're doing your prayer, which way do you face?
East.
How do you know which way is east? And don't tell me it's the way the sun comes up. I know
easy.
that. It's different. So the way we do it today, because in your house, you're not going to build an extra room. I mean, you could build an extra room for God, but we put up a mizrach. We put up a little piece of paper or a fancy quilt or something, or a picture that says mizrach, that says east, so that would be the eastern wall. So that every time you see it, you're kind of reminder, that's my God room. That's my room for God. You don't necessarily have to, it doesn't have to have anything else in it, out of the ordinary. That's not, you don't have to do the candles there, whatever, but it's just that's a reminder of how you build the mikdash for yourself. That every day I see a mizrach. Oh, okay, I know that I'm going to be, that God's in that direction, so to speak.
What does it look like? Is it like a embroidered
it's like
tapestry or a picture or what? I've never seen one.
Actually, Ellen, if you give me one quick second, I will actually show you different. Let's see, I've got there we are. Okay, let me get back over here. So this is a Google search. So you can kind of see there could be anything you want. I mean, there are all sorts of different designs, from the paper cut to
beautiful.
I mean, there are tons and tons of stuff. I mean, these are the signs themselves that you can buy, and then if you can also, that's the you have I have like a little tile that I hang up in my place. It says Mizrach. It's a little ceramic. It's just a cute little ceramic tile. You could get. These are the wall. This is just the artwork that you can get. So, oh yeah, you can go crazy with these.
That's really nice.
It's similar to some people have like a chamsa up for all sorts of different reasons. The hand, but it's just part. The chamsa is more of a astrological thing, a good luck symbol, if you would. But it's the mizrach itself that was the thing used to build the mikdash, to build the tabernacle, or to build the God room, so to speak. It's not like you have a separate room, or you don't have. It's not like having the mother or father-in-law room, or space, for parents or kids that want to move back in. But it's that type of wonderful way of that we say, oh, okay, this is a God's there, or I'm a constant, it's a constant reminder. Now, yes, the mezuzah is a constant reminder. There's other things that are constant reminders too, but it's that mizrach that was what they was put on the Eastern thing. And you go back to when you go back to so I'm going to go back to that one commentary here when they talk about if you think, that there are 20 beams in the north, in the south, 8 in the west, and I come down and condense my presence between them, I will meet you there. In this, the rest of the midrash is actually making this the commentary on the midrash is that the mizrach is that reminder that's where God will essentially, spiritually, meet you in that spot. So some people actually create a God corner in their home, just like a little corner that, would have the mizrach. They can contemplate, pray, and do whatever, they want, during at that time. So that's that's what the commentary is today about how to
Beautiful.
build that, how to get, kind of like build a God corner, so to speak. Okay.
Thank
And
you.
Parker is saying, hold on. Oh, and to how to, okay, another interesting interpretation of how to have God dwell among us. That's his post from last week. So check out his post. It's in the chat. So you can click on the link and check that out.
Yeah. We have a Hamza on one wall, but it's not the eastern wall. The Hamza my parents got in Israel when they were there and gave it to us. But I think I'm going to transfer it to the eastern wall, which is the back wall of the living room, instead of where I hung it.
Or just get a mizrach,
Where would I get? Just online. I don't think we have it in the gift shop.
I doubt they have. I've never seen one at the gift shop. So,
yeah.
but you definitely can get to it online. So it's kind of a neat. I just think it's kind of a neat little thing to keep in mind. The other thing I just want to bring up, you've heard about the World Zionist Congress voting. If you don't know, this is the same organization that Theodor Herzl created in 1835. It's been going on since then. Every 5 years, the world Jewish community votes for its delegates. So, 5 years ago, for the votes for the progressive line and for the Reformed Jewish line, we had 31,000 votes. And according to the Pew Research, there are 2 million Jews that identify as Reform. So we're really trying to get out more than 31,000. So please register. When you see, you actually can go on any time, but you can just look up World Zionist Congress or look on our website. It is a $5. You need a credit card. One credit card. You can only use that credit card once. You can't post tons and tons of stuff on it, or tons of votes on it. So it does keep people from padding the vote, so to speak. Yeah, Ellen.
Yeah, I was reading instructions. I think we need some kind of a password or something that lets you in. We don't have one for the synagogue, do we? That we can use some kind of it's some kind of a.
I'll look. I don't think there was a password, but I'll look.
There's something that extra that
I think you create the password for your so that when the voting see right now you can only register March 10th. From March 10th through May 4th is when you can actually vote.
Yeah, and you can't even register yet.
Well, then wait till March 10th.
Yeah, I have to wait till March.
Or as I say in Jewish speak, from Purim to Yom Ha'atzmaut. So, wait till then, and as long as you get on and vote, that's voted to the third line. That's what's important.
Right.
Any questions or anything from people? Delightful. That's all that's I know it's a little shorter, but that's fine. So you can go and have lunch and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah. You're going to tell Tammy to send us another password and notice, the 7 Ellens tonight.
I will have her do that.
Otherwise, I'll call because it would be nice to have everybody get on and not have some people forget. So,
I think I think the rabbi has it under control, but I'll tell her to send out another reminder. All right, folks, take care, and
Bye.
we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Welcome.
all right,
Bye.
take care. Take
Thank
care.
you.